let's do these patrol missions and see what happens, right? So let's set this up. So custom objective. Right, let me just Operation Guardian. Right, Guardian is an ongoing peacekeeping operation. You'll be patrolling set routes around the island and respond to any threats or incursions by CSAT or guerrilla force in the area. You can query or report to Zeus Command by using side channel. Unless fired upon, you are to always stand by and request if you're cleared to engage from Zeus Command. Objectives to be mindful of on your patrols are protection of civilians in the area. Always prioritise the safety of civs. Secure resources. Fuel, ammunition and supplies are important to other factions. Be sure to secure them and return to base if you encounter a patrol or a civilian asset being hijacked. General security. Hostile forces around the island are always looking to gain ground. Be sure to respond with appropriate force. Gathering intel. If you locate a site, stand by and feed that intel through to command in side channel. Your team will be split into 3 designated forces, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Alpha and Bravo are both ground patrol forces with designated equipment, which just means they can take whatever they want, really. Kind of. Oh, actually, no, it means that they have like the APCs and stuff. Charlie is a mobile air and sea defence force which will stay at base ready to provide immediate support in engagement situations. Patrols should be carried out at a walking pace so as to maintain your stamina for combat situations. Each team will be provided with an APC and technical support. This can be used in any formation of the A or B team's choosing. Charlie stands by on base to provide rapid response or fire support during any engagements. After teams are set, you will begin set patrols. On completing one circuit of your patrol, you return to base. Okay, so I'm going to give them their assets here. So basically they're getting an APC and a technical. So I'm going to place these down here. So there's the Panther. That'll be like their APC. And then we'll give them their technical, which will be a Hunter. Well, actually, maybe we'll take some of the new stuff or something, maybe. Let's go to NATO Pacific cars. We'll give them a Prowler armed. So there we go. So that's their double assets, and copy that up. Go over to the start. Here is the start, and we'll load in. There we go. So there's their assets for both of their patrol missions. And it'll take them a little while to walk speed all the way around, which is good because it means it gives me extra time to actually make the things I need to make. So let's do an F1 on this area here. And let's get over onto 2 and do an F2 on this. Okay. Loot and make artillery bomb Bravo team while they're on the bridge. Well, what I'm actually going to do is while these guys are setting up and getting ready. Right guys, set your kits. I'll give you a green light when ready to go. Brandon can't get back in. Right, okay, so whilst they are prepping and getting ready, I'm just going to lay in a couple of small things, right? So obviously we want some sort of bandits and little bits and pieces like this to occur. Probably going to put in like a little unit right here. This looks like a little, see, a nice little perfect base here for the guys to have to assault and deal with. So I'm just going to actually tab out a second. Looting Bravo leaders inform me he has 2 randoms in his squad that got into the server without being on TS. Speak to an admin. They have to be on TS. Don't know what this base is. Oh good, it's just like a little thing. Okay, cool. It's like 4 dome tents, and yeah, this is quite a nice one. See, the little guerrilla bases, they shouldn't be really big. They should just be like this, like a few sandbags, a few tents, some oil drums and stuff, and that's about it. You know, they really shouldn't be more than that. That's the whole point of these patrol ops. It's like lots of little engagements rather than one big engagement. And the benefit, of course, is that it, you know, it saves everybody's frames and it's a bit easier to manage, right? So having little bases like this, and again, I'll probably copy this one and take it over for the Alpha team because they're going to obviously have to encounter this stuff as well, they won't obviously know it's any different. Let's put this in like right in here if I can. Yeah, good little space to have it, but we can put it like right up in the top here. It doesn't have to be. There we go. Look, we'll put it like this. They'll definitely spot it because they'll be looking for stuff. You see. There we go. Right, so they'll definitely find these things. Let's put remove objects from Zeus. Get that out. Okay, so I'm putting a couple of units in on this one, and again we'll be using syndicate teams instead. On this one we'll be putting like a paramilitary fire team in. We'll put like a few little paramilitary fire teams just kind of patrolling this area here. Remember, the guys are going to have an APC, so they're going to be bringing the pain. We're probably not going to have any really extreme sort of CSAT units in on this one because do the paramilitary shock teams have like RPGs? Yeah, they do, yeah. That's what I thought. I wanted to put some like RPG stuff in. Again, that's probably all we're going to really have on this base. It's designed to be like lots of small little engagements that they can deal with rather than huge engagements. Although obviously we may have to have some larger engagements to make the secondary team worthwhile. So I'll probably have like each of them maybe get like a little initial bandit camp like this, and then we'll have some extra stuff as well. Right, let me just remove this off. And then we'll put the teams in here. Shock team. Okay, cool. So they've got equals, so that's going to be a first little contact. We can have some other bits and pieces happening down here that we can throw in the mix as well. Again, we might just have like a bandit combat group as this initial contact around this area. Look, we'll just have a bandit team sort of moving through this area. So that's what we'll do there. We'll go back on back on 1. And similarly, we can just have like a bandit combat group or something rolling around this area here. Right, there we go. So they're just going to be rolling around as well. Now, what else can we have happening? I suppose, oh yeah, like I said, hijacking and stuff. So maybe they'll have like, let's go to this, let's go to civilians. Cars, Zamak, fuel. So maybe what we can have is that these fuel trucks have to be taken back to base. So again, it will create kind of like a bit of a mission for the guys. Luna, I had to split Charlie into 2 fire teams, so I have QR forces. Yes, that's fine. And again, what we can do here is we can drop in a couple of CSATs who are like sticking up. We'll throw some civilians down in the end or something, get them killed, whatever. Loading, copy and save a setup server taking a dump. What? Okay. Wait, please. Actually, I don't really need to wait. That's a pain in the ass because most of it's just units laid down. Looks like I might have to go for a server restart, guys, which is actually a pain because most of this stuff is really annoying to actually bring back in. Right, anyway, let's go back to it. Remove objects from Zeus. Okay, so anyway, I'll go back to what we were doing here. So yeah, we can have CSAT here basically have taken control of this, and we could put a couple of dead civilians down here or something. Right, so they've secured these resources right here. Now what we may do, again just for fun, I'm going to put a MRID in, because they're going to see all this, but they're not necessarily going to see that MRID straight away. I'm going to put the MRID like round the corner here. They won't see it straight away. It's not the, actually that's not the Tanoan MRID. Let's get the Tanoan MRID in. There he is. Right, we'll bang him there around the corner, so they won't see it immediately. Now there's no real failure or success gauge for this one. I suppose I really should have a failure or success gauge for this. Maybe we should make this 1 life. That might make it more intense. Guys, I was just thinking, there's no real fail or success on patrol ops. It's just engagements. So perhaps we should So we're going to try and make it 1 life, but with medics. No, but 1 life, but with medics is difficult. Brandon, not a good idea, I think. Yeah, that's. The trouble is, though, is that yeah, maybe for Monday patrol ops, it's just. Okay, well, how about this then? Alpha and Bravo teams are allowed no medics. C team can provide medevac support. Okay, so we're not doing 1 life because there's too many people and it'd be a pain in the ass. So C team are going to operate a medevac process. Actually makes more sense. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Okay, so I've said please set that up and we are nearly ready to go. Right, okay, let's do some other bits and pieces here. I've got to just set in some other little bits. So they're setting that up. And then I'll throw in some like little bandits and things. I think one thing I may do is this kind of point right here. I think this is where they come down on this crossroads. Yeah, so I'm probably going to set up on this. What the fuck was that? On this crossroads we'll have like a little blockade or something go on, right? So I just need to go into Ares, composite walls, no sorry, improvised barriers. So we'll get army vehicles and we'll just have like this, look. So this can be like a barricade or something. And they're going to be like, what the fuck is this? There we go, that'll be good. And then we'll have like a little guerrilla camp nearby or something. maybe leave this one abandoned, as if they've gone off on patrol or something. And look, they can all kind of sit up here. This would work pretty damn good. So that they could, yeah. So they can have sort of stuff here. Okay, and they can have guys like lying prone down in this and stuff. Right, so let's get that happening. Let's remove this stuff out of Zeus right here. So 100 meters. Take that all out. Okay, so this will work. Except that won't, because it's floating in the air. Right, there we go. Right, let's try again. Get that out. Okay, good. Right, let's put in our bandit guys. So bandit combat group. We'll have them in the grass line. Put their skill up a little as well and put them in a line. Get them crouching. Get them facing this way. Right, so they can try and kind of ambush in. Basically, the thermals as well, they shouldn't necessarily see them. If you don't go over there, John, Jesus Christ. Okay, and then we'll have like maybe a bandit shock team. Again, like see, look, if they lie prone, like right here. Get their skill up a little bit. So we get the shock team lying prone right here. See, they'll be ready for like a bit of an ambush, look. Get another shock team maybe on the other side here. Don't want to give it away though. Actually, look, we can get the shock team ahead here. So they're looking in like this direction. Get a shock team right here. Get them crouched down. So they're sort of standing by. This is going to work. Let him put a Quillen in the grass. Okay. Don't think that's really correct for the... it's not really right for these guys. Syndicate cars. See, they only have the 4-wheel drive thing. They don't really have, like, armoured vehicles, but... yeah, it doesn't really make sense. They don't really have that. I'll tell you what they do have, though. What I did before was I can put, like, a bandit truck, like, right here, like. And then what I do is get this guy out. I did this the other day. Because they don't come with, like, sort of armed stuff. And then what I do is put like a paramilitary fire team, or actually they put like a bandit fire team, and then what I can do is put them in the truck like that. So now they're armed but in the truck. So we'll do that. Okay, in fact actually we can... No, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, so that's our blockade setup. So what these guys are going to have to deal with... Meanwhile as well, I can throw in sort of random bandit patrols and stuff, right? So they've got like a little comm base to deal with, they've got a fuel thing to capture, and they've got a blockade to deal with. Let's go on 2. Samuel Gino says, Linton, have a bandit group park a couple of delivery trucks on a road blocking it and make civilians pay a toll to pass the checkpoint. This is so complicated to do. And eventually a patrol stumbles upon the checkpoint and try to take it out. However, the checkpoint would have sandbags and emplacements. Also on top of this, bandits call reinforcements, which reinforce the checkpoint, forcing Group Charlie to river. I know where we can do that for the next one. Nearly ready, guys. Not long. Yeah, we can actually do that here on the bridge. Makes a lot of sense to do it on the bridge, right? So we can set up this kind of checkpoint deal like right here, and as luck would have it, we have obviously some checkpoints available to us. So I can use the Ares preset stuff here, and I can make some checkpoints, road checkpoints, medium checkpoint, like this. So we can have like our checkpoint right here. The trouble is these bloody things, they sort of... they're not perfect when you've got like barriers going down the road like this, but we can make it work. We'll make it work, just require me a little bit of redesigning basically. So we'll just put that there, like that. Actually makes sense as well because it's kind of like blocking that off, right? And then this one can come forward a little to like here, and then this thing can go smack bang in front. This one can go here. Get the little net over the lot. Some of these concrete barriers. Box in there. Concrete barrier. And we'll get the other boxes and put the other boxes also sort of near to this. Okay, because they actually have to pass this section on their way around anyway, so kind of makes sense for them to go here. Right, there we go. And we can obviously just, although this is fairly simplistic, they can still have some other stuff going on around it. We could put a tower bunker up on this point, but I think they're supposed to, you know, they're like little bandits or whatever. They're supposed to be pretty straightforward and simplistic. It's not going to be like a really heavy deal or anything, you know. Lutin, make artillery bomb Bravo team while they're on the bridge. Yeah, we could actually have like a little mortar team here or something with spotters, like here at this little compound. Just setting last bits, guys. There's still people, some people are disconnecting, reconnecting, so again we're kind of making this up. What I'm going to do is we're going to put like some bits of crap like, oh actually here's the question, can the stuff go on the bridge? Apparently the answer is sort of. We'll put this stuff like just kind of randomly around on the bridge. Some of this is going to fall off. Some of this doesn't even make sense on the bridge. I'm going to have a stone wall on the bridge, are you? It's like it escaped from New York or something, right? We could actually do that. Oh man, we could actually do that. We could do like a prison island and the guys have to escape from the island. That's an idea and a half. Writing that down before I forget about it. Prison island. That's one to do. I am so going to do that. So instead of starting out with gear, they start off on the island. They have to like shoot a guard, steal his gun, kill a couple of different guys, and see who can escape away. That'll be fun. And the CSAT have to try and like wipe them all out. Triangle Gamers, how you doing? You're just about ready to join us for a patrol operation right here. What's going on with this? Do you know what? No, they look too out of place. They're not with my Escape from New York style. They're not. I'm not feeling it. Right. Okay. Let's just drag this guy here. This guy here. All right. That's this. Upload Prison Island to YouTube, please. Yeah. Well, when we do it. Lynn, how about Viper Ambush? Yeah. We'll work it out. We're working it out. I want a small. Oh, actually, I can just use my mortar. I always forget that Ares still has actually really good stuff. Mortar positions, reinforce, hasty, done, sorted. Oh god, I always forget the H barriers really hate these, in fact all objects hate these sort of new, what are they called, harbour edge bits, keys. Right, okay, let's get rid of this and this and this. So again, this can be like a small team of CSAT operation or bandits or something. They've got the bridge locked down with mortars or something. They're denying it or something. I don't know. We'll work it out. Rationalization is not super important. Remove objects. Get rid of that. Don't need to worry about the ones on the bridge. Get rid of this. Okay, let's get the bandits in. Fire team. And then we'll have like, again, we have like the shock team can just like hide on the backside here. These guys in. I'll have a little combat group just to make it interesting. Patrol around here. Like that. Let's skill up a little bit. Okay, so that's going to be quite an engagement. And then we'll just have a couple of mortar guys here, and then the rest of it on this one I can improvise. Maybe get some civ something in the mix or work it out. They're going to be at walking pace anyway. I've got plenty of time to design this on the fly. And paramilitary. Oh yeah, forget these guys. Got good gear. Notice you mentioned your D20 a couple of times. Have you ever tried your hand at tabletop RPGs? Have I tried my hand at tabletop RPGs? I've only got 3 Warhammer 40,000 armies. So yes is the answer. Can the trucks pass the bridge with that stuff in the way? Maybe they can't. Maybe it's going to be a problem for them. Don't know. I love how I have to spam the chat in order to get Luton to remember we exist. It's not a case of that. I'm trying to design a frickin' mission, aren't I? I can't sit here reading the chat. I would never get anything done. If you want to come to a live stream where I can look and engage with the chat, come on Wednesday when I've got a bit more time. Or on my weekend ones, which never happen. One day when I'm full time, we can make it work. By the way, check my Patreon. Okay, where's the artillery? Oh, they're under turrets now. It always confuses me that they're under turrets now. It's really irritating. Alright, let's get this. And let's get this. Okay, there we go. I'm actually going to put artillery markers down. On the bridge here. At these designated points. And then also we will put an artillery marker sort of at this juncture on the road here. Yes, move to start points. Okay, so I was just saying they're moving out now. They're moving out, ready to move to the positions right here. Liam, but you didn't stream Wednesday. Do you know why I didn't stream Wednesday? Because I was falling asleep at my desk at like 10 PM. Because working, streaming, and editing all together is pretty freaking tiring. Right, off we go. The guys are moving out. Stian is heading this way. With the Huron coming out of there. This guy never plays the game. It's one of the Toller. Sick of it. Tommy. Speaking of Patreon, how's it going? Yeah, it's going really well, actually. It's going really well. We could do with a little bit of a push, but other than that, it's going excellently well. Liam, can they see the routes? Yes, they can. Liam, wouldn't the mortar fire damage the bridge if they're trying to hold it? They're bandits. They don't give a shit about damaging stuff. Okay, Demon. What about IEDs, Luton? How much Luton, can they see the routes? Yes, they can. I can't place IEDs, as I've said before, because I, as a player, I'm still designated as blue 4. So if I place any mine or object of this nature, Hoffy's, right, they're both coming in on their points, but let's check out Hoffy over here. Let's bring the blackfish in. Tommy, have you seen the blackfish? Check it out. The guys on the ground moving to secure their assets. Shadow Fox right here is operating as commander from the base. Team leader, report objectives to me as well, and when and where you'll need the QRF. Swap yourself team with Zeus, Luton. No, it doesn't work. I've tried it before. It always seems like the obvious thing, doesn't it? You think like, oh, just change yourself to CSAT, and then when you place mines and stuff, it'll be CSAT. Nope, doesn't work. It's really irritating. It's a bug, I think. I need to actually tell Bohemia about that, actually. I sent him an email about something else today. I should probably send him an email about that. Right, so the guys are going to secure their assets right here. Yes, I wish that I could run ARMA at non-crap FPS as well. But this should work better, these missions. I'm getting better at sort of optimizing and dealing with the fact that you have a lot of guys on the ground and trying to help them have good, enjoyable missions, but at the same time try and give that... Where the hell did I start this mission? Oh, it's right here. Where's the guys on the ground? Oh, they're all over here, okay. There goes the Huron, and here comes our patrol team. Yeah, I'm getting better at trying to work out like how I can design missions which still function and are interesting and challenging for the guys to play, but at the same time giving them actual sort of improvements to frames and stuff, and improvements to frames for me so I can watch it as well. Luna, there's supposed to be vehicles at the start point, or should I transport them in? No, they are meant to be there. They are meant to be there. The teams can use them, but remember the speed. Right, I'm just coming out of this to make sure. Yeah, they can see them. I just wanted to double check because somebody may be paranoid, but they can see them, that's good. How is Tanoa FPS compared to other maps, considering the vegetation density? Well, I mean, it's actually not too bad, but it depends. Like, if you have a hell of a lot of people on, if you have like 40, 50 people on, and then you're building like a zoo space as well, it can be a little much, but you know. Loon, I think someone is in your in-game squad. It keeps saying regroup. They shouldn't be. I'm not seeing that, actually. Oh, you mean like when I'm actually on the ground? Okay, they're not getting this. Wait. You can't all be in the APC. That's not the point. It's a walking patrol. APC and Prowler. Have a broken down civilian vehicle ambush where the team needs to repair the vehicle. It's a fuel truck and take it to base, but they get ambushed as they fix it. Good idea. Good idea, Dom 3254. Let's roll that in on the team 2, I think. Let's see, where's their route going to take them? So they've got to come up here. We could do it like right here. This would be a good place. They've got to come down here to sort of come back along the road. So yeah, let's have a broken down vehicle. Let's have a Zamak. Actually, we can't have a repair because that wouldn't make sense. But we can have some fuel trucks for them again. But let's just get some bandits in on this. Watch your ears, guys. Okay, cool. Right, so that's that done. So these things are disabled, and then we can put like a little bandit team just around these. And put like a fire team around this. Oh, and we should probably have like a couple of workers here. Okay, put them in there. Just for a little bit of infection. Wolf 2-2 ready to go, Luton. Are we doing medivac? C squad. Our medivac should be no medics in A or B squads. Okay, and then we'll get like a couple of extra guys rolling around here as well. So we'll get like maybe a little paramilitary shock team just in amongst the wood here. Fire team, fire team. There we go. Okay, that should be more than enough. Bang them up. Right, let's see what is going on. Okay, so they are making steady progress around here. Now this might seem slow progress for them, but it's going to be worth it because that's what builds the tension, is the kind of slow progress with this. Right, Team 1 over here still seems to be in disarray a little bit. I don't know whether they are actually starting to move now. Okay, they are, they're off. No, the teams are going. They're just taking it steady. It's interesting how they've chosen fairly different formations. One thing that would be quite fun though is if, like, I think at a certain point it would be quite fun to have just like a bandit sniper just take down the guy in the lead. That might be quite enjoyable. Let's get back on to. But this is something that's kind of you know, quite enjoyable in just how different it is. Remember, we've got this bandit team. They have to follow their patrol route as well, so they've got to. This is going to be interesting because the vehicle is going to probably going to have to split to move around. It might be fun to just kind of get things started up a little bit. Just have like a little bandit team come down out of the forest here or something, you know. That'd be kind of fun just to start it off. I'm just going to tell the bandit team to kind of come across here. Right, we'll just see what kicks off with this one. Probably the APC is just going to fuck them up, but like we will see. Oh, I think it's seen him already because it's got thermals on. Now he's got a request through to the. We can't hear this, but obviously on TeamSpeak he'll be requesting through. Oh, they're going to see him alright. I think this APC is cottoned it already. The APC is probably just going to waste them. Oh, there we go. That APC, anyone in there is just going to absolutely cane it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. It's probably like the first time I've ever seen a Panther used effectively. Holy shit, firepower coming in. Now you got to remember that in these missions, really, I'm just trying to create a sense of interest for the players. It's not really so much about it being a massive challenge. This is a little bit more in fiction. You can see, like, but the point is, they don't know how much of a force there is, so now they've got to, like, be a bit careful. They've got to check, they've got to watch what they're doing. This is the last mission for the day. Well, it's the last sort of combat mission of the day. After we do this, we'll do a little bit of boat racing, because that'll be good fun. Yeah, I will put some civs in, but they're not going to be able to necessarily do that on every mission. Okay, I'm actually going to say to them, guys, yes, it's a watch for hostages or fleeing civs. The reason I say watch for hostages, up in this little compound right here, it'd be cool to put like a couple little hostages in, I think. So we'll put some guys in here. A10 power coming down. Navigator, thank you very much. Keep up the great stream. More City Skylines made a new map on Wednesday. Yeah, I do need to do some more Skylines. Right, so I'm going to put in a couple of civs in on this one here. Jockey says, can you already check the fail marker then? Alright, let's get you guys in here. Why do they all wear the same bloody clothes? Seriously. I'll put those guys in. Let's see what's happening with Team 1. Team 1 is making decent progress across the road. They are all leading with this APC. I think it'd be interesting. The first engagement they're going to have also is going to be that base. I'm going to put in, rather than what they had at the other one, I'm going to put in a shock team, maybe even 2 shock teams around this compound here, and we will see. We'll see what they make of that. I'm not going to up their skill very much, just a little bit. And these guys are going to be a proper ambush, so we'll see what happens with this. Let's just check back on 1. Oh, we're still on 1. Ha! Of course we are. Back on 2. Okay, 2 are sort of heading across to their designated position. They're being fairly cautious, probably more cautious than is necessary. Remember though, they've got no medics with them. That's the key here. So the medevac teams are there to support them if necessary. They're using the thermals obviously on the tank to scout ahead, but the beauty of this little bit right here is they're not going to be able to necessarily see the units ahead until they get right on them. Then can you do a go-kart race instead of a boat race? I would do a go-kart race if the go-karts blow up, but they don't blow up, so it's not fun. Liam, put them on stealth mode. Yeah, I should do that actually. Hold on. Oh shit, shit, shit. Don't run out into the road, you dick. Come back, come back. I think they're going to spot him regardless. Oh fucking hell, he's going to spot him. Shit. I should really try and take on the role of one of the RPG guys here. Where is he? Oh shit, he's here. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Don't want to die. Oh shit. Oh shit! Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh god! See, I actually thought that they might have the APC at the back and keep it more as... I thought they might keep the APC back and use it as... I thought that they'd keep it back and they would use it more as support. I thought they'd keep infantry up the front. Never going to win this with my frames. Holy shit! Oh! Right, the round's coming in there. Right, well that was interesting. They have their truck is definitely disabled, or it's, I don't know whether they've engineered this up or whether it's taken any damage whatsoever, but it's interesting to see like how they've kind of come to a full stop at this point as well. Again, remember, because they have like no medics whatsoever, so they have to be very, very cautious. Oh, they're still operational. Okay, good. I don't know whether they've got maybe an engineer with them. They probably do. Well, it's a good start, good start. Where's the RPG operator? Is there still any RPG even up? Oh, there's the RPG. Fuck. I could get this guy and get to the RPG. But it's probably going to be too late. Fuck. Come on, get the RPG, man. Get the RPG. Come on, get it. No, I'm never going to get it in time. No! Oh god. I was like, get it in time. Oh dear. Okay, never mind. It's going so well. Okay, let's get some civs up here to surrender. Let's go check on 2. Oh, it looks like we missed a whole bit of combat here. So 2 have engaged that second bandit team here. And it looks like they've actually suffered a casualty. Starkey is down. So whether or not they're going to wait for medevac. So we'll see what's happening. Let's check the map and see what is happening from base. Whether or not they've sent out any helis and so on. Yep, there it goes. So base is the medevac and fast response team. So it looks like they're sending out a medic team already. So back with 1. Then why don't you have a bandit convoy come down the road halfway throughout the mission and then have a civilian convoy come right after it and see if the NATO patrol get excited and tense enough to just shoot the civilians thinking they're bandit reinforcements. Yeah, maybe. I think it's kind of risking things a little bit too much. It's cool to see that the guys are like clearing out all these houses here and making sure that they're down. Drop some mortars on them, Luton. I think the bandits would have called in their position before they died. No, the bandits are not... the mortar team are tied to the bridge crossing. So this mortar bunker is connected to this team here, not necessarily this team over here. So these guys here are raiding through. It's all one sort of section. So these guys totally unrelated to the rest of this stuff. So okay, so heli medical support is coming in. The other problem that you have, right? The other problem that you have with that idea, it's a good idea, but civilians don't obey Zeus' command. So if I tell a civilian to go somewhere, they sort of will do it, but not in the same way that a unit will do it. So you have to be really, really aware of that. Why are they landing over there? They could just land here. Are they allowed? I didn't say that they... I think I did say that they could have a UAV. That's fine. They should get attacked from behind. They seem to only expect things ahead of them, so that'd be good to throw them off. Good idea, Wolf. Good idea. It is a very good idea indeed. Especially if we have like some stealth snipers or something come out of the mix. Let's check back on 1. So 1 are still kind of investigating these houses and so on right here, so that's fine. We'll let them go. They've got another team that they've got to check. This team seems to have stopped. And I'm wondering if it's because... Yeah, it's one, I think they kind of got stuck on that harbour position right there. But these guys have got to cross the road ahead, so that's going to be interesting. But, you know, I'm not really... I don't have a major issue with the APC being in front because, you know, the guys, they don't have any medics and the whole, you know, it's pretty realistic. You know, you would have the APC up in front. You're not going to have, like, just one guy walking up in front. You put that ARMA up there because it can take the hits and the guys kind of patrol with it. Then could there be a risk of the bandits trying to blow the bridge? Well, you can't blow the bridge up, sadly. That would be a good mission. Would be like, you know, stop them from blowing up the bridge. I think these guys could do with a little bit better formation though. They're kind of they're very close together. Oh shit, was that shots fired? They're into the forest now, they're not going to get him. Yeah, think it was this guy who was shooting down the line. They'll be off into the forest before they see him again. Let's go back to F2. Right, so they're getting their guys mediced up, and it looks like they're ready to move out. So off they go. Now they haven't got much happening between them and the team up ahead, and they haven't come under attack from any kind of RPG units, etc, etc. So it may well be that we can try and throw something at them a little bit, maybe around the petrol station. Maybe we'll throw some civs, like running away towards them here. Right, so telling that happened. Let's put down a little bandit fire team right here. Put bandit shock team even. We'll get 2 shock teams down at this fuel station as if they've kind of seized it, you know? We get one of these guys right here. Just doing that to make them aware a little bit. They'll hear those shots easily. Go over here, you dicks. Run over there. Run over there. Why would you stand? There you go. Why would you stand where you were being shot at, idiots? SF $3, just want to say a big fan. Watch your videos all the time, good work. Thank you very much indeed, dude. Now these guys are going to see these civs running through. Kyle Clement says we've been engaged. Let's check that out. Oh yeah, front line down here. And I like how they're using the APC as like a shield. They're kind of turning it every time they get engaged to maximise the ability to shield the infantry. They're shooting way down here at these guys. Again, I like the fact that you'll see most of the guys in the squad are taking pretty standard rifles, pretty normal optics. You know, they're not carrying big LMGs all the time. Most of these guys haven't even really got a lot on their backpacks or anything, you know. Got a marksman there. And notice how they're watching. Look, you said that they weren't worried about the back. They are watching the back. They're keeping an eye on the rear there. That's really good to see. Okay, so the F2 team are progressing through. And we'll just do a little map check here for these guys. So the F2 team, as you can see, this is where they currently are. Now that they have identified this area as having enemy infantry, so they've marked that. In fact, actually, they've marked a lot of these little bits and pieces. Probably because jockeys on the data, patrols, bunker, ambush fuel trucks. This is really cool. So they have got identification about what is coming up, and that's fine. Data got shot down here, so they've lost the communication. I actually like that one team has got sort of the data operational and the other one has been shot down, so they've got no idea what's coming. That actually plays really good. Tommy says, if I tried to do one of these things, everyone would stream snipe the shit out of it. Sorry, by the way, there was another good idea right here. These guys are just kind of working out how they want to deal with this. What if there was a very important NATO convoy coming towards the checkpoint, but the convoy doesn't know about the bandits? So they're headed straight for a trap, and the convoy is carrying vital documents and torment. I actually did a mission like that before, where they kind of had to get through, but that was a long time ago. We could definitely look at something like that again. Then what about that? NATO gained intel that Olympic marksman joined local bandits and for a 100% skilled sniper. That's actually quite fun. That's quite good rationalization, in fiction rationalization. William, why don't you have a bandit convoy come down the road halfway through the mission and have a civilian convoy come right after? Yeah, I saw that one before, but as I said, the trouble with that is that civilian convoys don't really obey your commands in the same way, so it'd be a bit tricky to do that. Also, I think it'd be a bit unfair to, you know, I don't think that's very fair to like kind of try and deliberately catch them out as such. It is fun to see the guys being more cautious, because although it is fun to see the guys being more cautious because although they are although it's not one life only, they are aware of the fact that, you know, there's no medics around, so it's a bit more of a big deal. These guys have really dug in the fact that this team are the bandit team around here, but they've progressed into the forest, so they're pretty far away from them. Am I streaming tomorrow? Nope, tomorrow's not a stream day. Because I'm not full-time, so I can't do it all the time. Right, we'll leave these guys kind of as they are. No real cause to move them. They haven't been engaged. They're just keeping hold of that fuel station. They got all the lovely petrol. And you could take control of the civilian driving the vehicle to help with some genius. Yeah. I mean, you can, but like I say, throwing civs directly after you've just done a convoy of the infantry, it feels like you're trying to deliberately catch them out. And I'm not trying to make them fail. You know, I'm putting situations that, holy Christ, oh, it'd be spectacular if the APC got ruined by a little pebble, and it would be very ARMA as well. So that's okay. And they're bringing up this APC, thinking, oh yeah, we're going to just wreck these guys. I need to get on this RPG again, because otherwise it's going to all go tits up straight away. Oh look, they seem to be, they're aware. How the hell they're aware, I don't know, but they are aware. Where's the other RPG? Is he in here? They have suddenly become very aware. Not quite sure how, but they are like on edge. This is the difference. I mean, look at how the AI are moving. This is the difference between the... Oh, shit. No, don't die, you bastard. I need you. No. I've got to get to this. Fucking... Go. Ah! Jesus Christ. This isn't going to work. On my right shoulder. This ain't going to work. Oh god, I was like, I might be able to get one shot. No. I tried. Oh god. Well, these APCs, they're going to have to meet their match at some point, because it would be kind of ridiculous for the APC to sort of survive the entire mission. I want to try and take the APCs out kind of early on. They can keep the Prowler, but the APC I want to go down, just so that they have to focus a little bit more. It looks like a medevac kind of situation is happening right here. I think the guys lost some units or whatever. It is too easy with the APC, but I wanted to have that at the beginning, because they would have like some kind of armor, right? But we can neutralize that as it goes along. I think what I will do is... And again, it's not being unfair to them, it's just that in order for the rest of the mission to play out interestingly, they have to lose that piece of kit, right? We're going to need something more like an AT emplacement, really. I guess you could speculate that the other forces in the area have secured like an AT emplacement or something along these lines. Let's See, the trouble is trying to figure out like how we can place it without that thermal fucking it up. Maybe if I can get it smack bang down this road. We'll give it a crack anyway, because they need to go down. So we'll have an AT operator down here at the end of this road. And we'll see if we can have any success. I'm going to get like a little, just to make sense of it, we'll have like a little paramilitary fire team on this building. That's sort of standing by with him. Right, we'll see whether we can have some success with this. Stay back. Stay back here. Right, they're still engaging these guys up here. Let's check on 2. So 2 have cleared the fuel station now. Get rid of some of these bodies for frames. And start moving up the hillside. I'm going to get as well, same deal. We need to really try and neutralize that APC. And if I can get a line of sight in the valley, like maybe here. Trouble is they may well see it, but got to try. But something needs to take down those. Something needs to take down those APCs, because otherwise it's going to be an ongoing problem for us. I think it'd be cool if you surrendered a bandit if he's the last alive. Yeah, good idea. Put the guys on stealth looting near the Titan position. Yeah, okay. So back on 1 here. So put these guys on stealth. A lot of shots coming down this area here. What is that from? The minigun? Oh man, there's a... Oh. They've actually pushed around behind. This guy's letting them have it. Oh, he's got one of them. One of them's down. Command the AT launcher looting. I will, but it's going to be a little while before they get there. They've thrown some smoke on this guy. The HMG is right there. In fact, they've actually kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit here, because the smoke is actually blinding their ability to see this guy. See, he's lost them now in the smoke. And they're moving on. That guy's still there, but they're leaving it behind. Let's just check on 2. 2 are starting to move up the valley. That's fine. Then put the guy at the fuel truck ambush on stealth. What fuel truck ambush? They can't get this guy. They can't find him. They're trying their hardest, but they're trying to use the helicopter minigun into the forest to shoot at him, but... Right, they're moving on with the APC. Right, I am going to get on this guy, because I want this to go down, so they have to deal with the rest of the mission without it. Trouble is, will this actually hit them? That APC, as soon as they crest this corner, they'll see this bloody thing. And that's going to be a big problem for me. I might get killed here because you know, it's an obvious position. If I miss on the first one, I decide, do I lock it? Do I free fire it? I don't know. Here he comes, here he comes. I could free fire it. It's not locking. Got him. Got him. Oh, now they're going to be bricking it. Nice. That must have been... The guys here in front must have freaked out when that went down. This does change it up quite a lot, because now they're going to have to deal with... They've got no heavy protection. they're going to have to deal. They've got like the little prowler, but that's not much. So now it's full-on infantry for these guys. I'm glad that worked out. I was very concerned that they were going to waste me just as they came around the corner there. So the game has changed, guys. What do you think about that? Let's go back on 2, see where these guys have gotten to. Right, they are steadily progressing up the valley. This is actually working out a hell of a lot more. You know, just it's playing better than I thought it was going to. I think this is pretty interesting for the guys as well to be, because it gives them like a different pacing. There's no pressure to kind of get in and destroy like a base or capture a thing, you know. They get to kind of just move around the environment, and they're looking for targets. They're looking for targets because they don't know where something's going to come from. So it means every possible tree and like line of the horizon has a potential enemy. And you can see that, like they're looking around in all directions, which is pretty interesting. Profanitizer says looting our routes gone. Okay, stand by. Somebody must have deleted it. Somebody has accidentally removed the blue route, so I'm going to have to put it back down again. So they are going up here, up here, up here, round the line, straight back down. There you go. Done. Okay. Why is he looking up there is what I question. He's looking directly at my AT. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. I was about to say, is he stream sniping? But I think he's actually got a complete line of sight. Which begs the question, does my guy have line of sight too? The answer is yes. Reload. Oh shit! No! I nearly got it. It overshot. I didn't want the missile to hit the tree line because I had to shoot right through the trees, and I didn't want to hit the trees, so I was trying to aim a little above, and I just missed. Thank you very much. Red Heckle, great work as always, Lucian. Keep it going. Thank you very much indeed, Great Heckle. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Carl Clemens, our Prowler is gone. We are on our own. What the fuck happened there? What the hell happened to the Prowler? What happened to the Prowler? Wow. Oh, it must have been the AT at the end of the road. Wow, okay, cool. What RPGs happened? No drops. Actually, no, I tell a lie. C team can bring you in Prowler extra. 1 extra Prowler. Okay, I'm going to allow C team to bring them in 1 extra Prowler because they lost that on this engagement right here. Again, the question is, are they going to actually properly recon this area? Are they going to see these guys up on the top here? See, they've got to look up the valley because they're right up on the top. They should see him because they've got a big radio mast right there. Even I can see it from here, look. They should, if they're looking around properly, they should see this. They're probably more concerned with those guys up in front who have been wasting them, and they're not looking to that right-hand side. Again, there's no real failing on this mission, though. Yeah, exactly. This is probably where they should have C provide fire support. Let's just very quickly go back on 2 and see how their progress is going. Right, but they're heading... Remember, 2 have got the full recon availability as well. So they're probably being pretty cautious right here. I still want to get this APC down, but, you know, they've done a good job of spotting and taking targets out, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Have I got a... Oh, shit, it's kicking off. This guy's in the tree line right here. Oh, shit. Try and see if I can get some fire on this. Oh, shit, let me take this guy. Let's take this guy. Don't kill me yet. I'm not... Give me a chance to shoot my gun. Damn it. Fuck yeah, headshot. Got him. I got the guy on their prowler. Damn it, I shot their gun off, man. Their APC is still there, but... Oh, they put smoke down. Excellent. I can get to this grove of trees right here. Oh, I saw that. I saw that coming on me. I see all you guys in the chat, but I can't respond right now. My guy is still hurting. I'm going to get my head shot off as soon as I look around this. Oh! There's just, as usual, there's just too many eyes on me. Oh, Lord. Yeah, look how many of them are waiting for me right there. Still, good use of smoke there. Good use of smoke. Let's check back on 1. Let's actually check back on base. What are they up to? Jesus, man, that loading. It looks like the base team are readying to bring out reinforcements of some kind anyway. Jeez, man, this is another thing, like the loading of some of the textures and objects seems really slow lately. Much slower than it used to be. Not quite sure what's happened exactly to the C team. Let me just look at the map. Hoffy seems to be progressing down here. Oh, because these guys need medic support. So that's where the C team are off there to provide medevac. Looks like Shadow is coming out here as well. So C team have split into 2 fire teams, and they're assisting both of the objectives. Oh no, this is a question. Oh my god, one of the civs is dead. Fuck. I'm not going to fail the mission yet. One of the civs is dead. What I will do is I will let them play out the mission and then tell them they failed at the end in the kind of like, you know, end of round mission brief. I think that's what it should be, is that with the patrol missions, they should only find out like whether or not they've been a fail or success by the end of the mission. And unfortunately one of the civs just got shot there. Okay, so this is the Rapid Response Force. They're here to help this stuff out. And these guys have got a bit pinned down. Didn't notify them that they need to secure that radio tower. Well, that's not really. It's not my place to tell them to do that. They have to figure it out, you know. I mean, they're kind of heading that way. They know there's enemy up there, and they know they've got to like check out these positions and stuff. I mean, if they get up there, they should be able to discover that they have killed a civ. They know that they've got guys in front there as well. They're getting contact here on the front. I do like the new jungle camo there. It really blends them out. Okay, they are really firing in onto those. I think they've killed all the fucking civs. Idiots, man. They're not bothering to check targets. Look at this. I'll tell you what, when they get up there, they're going to be surprised. Let's get over on 2. Team 1 over there are really balls to the wall. Oh wow, look at this. So it seems like the APC has somehow suffered an injury. The gun is down. So the APC is disabled now. Whether or not that came from an RPG engagement, the one that we were just having a minute ago, possibility, because I did hear some missiles fired as they're making forward progress. So it seems like they've lost their APC. It also seems like well, they're not using their Prowler right now. This is good news indeed. So it seems like the guerrilla forces have actually damaged and destroyed their APC. So again, good news, means we're back on foot on the ground. Let's go back on 1. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a drop for the Prowler. Seems like the parachute has got caught in the trees. Or it's either that or that. No, I tell you what's happened is the Prowler has got caught in the trees. It's not made it through to the ground yet. That's what's happening. There it is. It's just made. There you go. It was having apparently that Prowler was having a hard time getting through that tree line. Damn, they've lost another couple of guys crossing the road here. This team up ahead here on this line are pretty hardcore. Oh my god, Hembrino right here in front of us just got wasted. Down he goes. Those guys up ahead are doing a damn good job. Shows the interesting difference in gameplay when they lose that APC. Just be advised, mission parameters have not been followed. Incoming justice. No, they're doing it out of fiction. That's how you deal with it. You should direct control the CSAT engineer and put down satchel charges on the road. And then when the APC gets close, detonate the charges to act like IEDs. Jesus Christ, Samuel Gino right here has got all the ideas. I never thought of that. That is a really excellent plan. Samuel Gino, you need to sub so that I can just... so that you will feel the need to come back every time, dude. That is indeed a very, very good idea. Okay, marksman here. What is this, the EMR? Ghost Hawk is heading out. Oh, it looks like they're trying to drag or bring back the guys from Medivac back to base. They should really be carrying those guys out. There's a lot of guys here. Look, yeah, they're trying to drag the guys, get ready to bring them out. I think they're medicing them over here. Remember, C team are the only team which have medics available. So once they have cleared this up, I'm just telling them that once they've secured this area with the guys, they should return to base. Don't want them necessarily just staying on the line here constantly.